Hey folks, it's the Red, and we are continuing on with the Crash Bandicoot No Damage series, as we are now moving on to Crash's second Game Boy Advance adventure, Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced, on the Game Boy Advance, released in 2003. This time around, the plot doesn't begin until after we've started a new game, so let's go ahead and start it up and get right to it. Deep in the heart of hyperspace. That incompetent Neo-Cortex! He cannot do anything right! His last scheme to shrink the Earth failed miserably! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last that we will ever hear of Cortex in this game. He does not make an appearance, and in fact, this is the only game in the entire Crash series that Cortex does not appear in. Just thought that was kind of interesting. You have been a great asset to the cause of evil over the years, Entropy! Thank you, my lord. That is why I trust you with the task of aiding me in universal domination! Great Uka Uka, I am honored, and I have the perfect scheme. Suddenly gameplay! So, yeah, here we are in the first level, and it's gonna be a tutorial level. Here we're gonna have some question panels that explain pretty much how the game works. We don't really need to talk to any of these, but, yeah, I'll just put them there just in case. But as far as our moveset is concerned, we have all of our standard moves. We run, we jump, we spin, we can slide, and press A to jump. Yeah, we just did that. Got stuff like the high jump. But we also have a couple of other moves up our arsenal this time. I'll show that in just a minute. But yeah, we can also do double jumps. Yeah, we start the game with the double jump this time, and this would actually go on to become standard for the Crash series going forward. We also have the Super Belly Flop. So two of the superpowers that we normally have to get through bosses, we already have them right out of the gate. Which means we're going to have some new powers to collect in this game. But more on those when we actually get to them. Anyway, that's the end of that. We now return to your regularly scheduled plot already in progress. Allow me to harness my powers of time and space to peer into the future. Of course! Since those wretched bandicoots keep thwarting us, the solution is to get them on our side, and I know just the fellow for the job. A new recruit? Indeed. Meet my secret weapon. I am Tranced, master of hypnotism! That's right, Entropy's secret weapon is an egg in a robot body. Take with that what you will. Meanwhile... so I guess Crash just decided to take a nap in the middle of the level? Oh yeah, and Crunch and Coco got sucked into a vortex or something? I'm sure they're fine. Crash, wake up! Coco and Crunch have been abducted! Find me a power crystal so I can look into what's going on. Hurry! Well, so much for our nap. Anyway, continuing on with the level now, and the tutorial that we already began. This is just kind of a weird way to insert that, if you ask me, but, yeah. It's basically just going over all the stuff that we're going to be able to use throughout the game. Not really anything in this stage that can even kill us or cause us any problems other than a few TNTs and a nitro. Even by first level standards, this is going to be pretty easy. There is a pit here, but again, you could just run right on top of those steel crates there, and that's not a problem. And just to prove that we do in fact have the Super Belly Flop, we can hit that box from way over here. But yeah, nothing too terribly difficult. We'll just stand here and make sure the TNT goes off. And we also have the return of slot crates. Crystals are back, because of course they are. And here's the one nitro that I was alluding to earlier. And, yeah, that's pretty much the whole level. Still got gems to collect for getting all the boxes, and that's it for the level. Ooh, what's in here? Oh no! Watch out, Crash! I've got you, Crash. Something is holding on to Crash. We need more power! This vortex must be the work of Entropy. I wonder how you could tell that from just the vortex, but okay. I finally captured that Inferno Bandicoot! Wow, that was intense! I finally got all of you obnoxious bandicoots! Would you do the honors, Entrance? That is a question, not an exclamation. With pleasure. I find it funny how Crash, or Fake Crash, and Coco look like PS1 models here, while Crunch in the back looks like he has a bit more detail to him. Just kind of funny. Same for Crash when we see him in a minute. Somewhere else in hyperspace. Don't ask how we got here. That took almost all of the power I had, Crash. Good job getting the power crystal before you were pulled into the vortex. But I'll need a lot more crystals if we are to put an end to Entropy's plans. That floating island up ahead will allow us to go to different worlds and find crystals. Hopefully we can find Coco and Crunch and stop Entropy. And with that, that's the end of the level. We're not gonna save the game just yet, but yeah. Completing that level now takes us to the map screen, and we can see that we just completed the level Island Intro. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. From here, we can now follow along the path to whichever level that we want to do next. Down here we have Prince of Persia, and over here we have Lagoony Tunes. But next time we come into this, we're going to play Prince of Persia. As for outtakes, well, there weren't any. I mean, did you see that level? There was barely anything in there to kill you, so yeah, nothing to watch this time, but next time we'll take on Prince of Persia, and maybe we'll see one then. But until then, this is the Red, see you next time!